What an interesting time it is for Oracle right now. The computer world, the technology world is changing so dramatically now, perhaps as much now as ever before. And Oracle finds itself a very different company than it was before. So Mark Hurd, you've been with Oracle now for a little over a year.
Right.
Oracle's a very different company than it was 6 years ago when last I covered Oracle in great depth. How do you explain what Oracle does now and how that's different from what it was years ago?
Cory, I think strategically we're trying to compete at every layer of the technology stack, hardware, operating system, database, which was the history, of course, of the company, middleware, applications, both horizontal, things like financial, supply chain, if you will, ERP, and also vertical applications that help specific industries with their most difficult business problems. So we do all of that. Think of it as almost a one-stop shop for what enterprise customers need to run their IT.
Today you're talking about this new exit data thing. I listened to it. I listened to the speech yesterday and today. I don't get it. Explain.
Hardware and software integrated together to give customers better performance than they've ever seen in their lives.
But how is it different than what you guys offered last week?
Think of it as now optimized hardware and software. Think of it as an iPad. Now an iPad is software and hardware integrated together for you as a consumer. Same thing for the enterprise. Exadata is the iPad of the enterprise. Technology
seems to go in waves where companies will sell you little pieces of stuff to build a better system, and then companies will come and say, we've got the whole package together. Oracle clearly is in the world now where hardware, perhaps the most dramatic change for the company.
We do both. We actually sell best of breed at every layer of the architecture, fitting into broad enterprise environments, and also sell everything integrated together. We do both.
What has changed right now about the technology environment such that that sort of one-stop shopping thing that you guys obviously think it's the best thing you've got, but why is it different now than what it used to be?
Listen, Cory, IT's hard. You know, you got 2 billion, we talked earlier, there's supercomputers of 1987 are now in smartphones. You got 2 billion of them running around the planet. People now asking hard questions about anything they want to know about whenever they want to know about it. These systems have to perform. Corporate applications are 20 years old on average, trying to serve the consumer of today. They have to be modernized. They have to be consolidated. They have to be updated. So being able to do that and do that effectively and have those applications perform, it's why one-stop shopping, removing that complexity from enterprises, is such a big deal, and that's what we're working on.
At a conference like this, you probably spend a lot of your time, well, doing what? You know, there are thousands of people coming in from all over the world.
Well, seeing you has taken time out of my conference, but I love that. It's great.
It's also the best part of my day as well.
But
when you're meeting with people, what do you really do at a conference like this at your level?
You talk to customers. I spend almost all my time here with customers, talking about their issues and, talking about their business strategies, their processes, and how we align our solutions to help them accomplish their objectives. So 80% of my time is directly with customers here at the conference.
So you must have a really good read today on what's going on in the economy, what's going on with spending for those customers. What are you hearing?
I know what's going on with Oracle. We're growing.
Well, what are your customers? I mean, are customers saying, hey, we got money burning a hole in our pocket, or are they saying times are tight?
I have had nobody tell me I've got money burning a hole in my pocket, but what they do say is we have things we have to get done. We have the ability, Cory, to do two things at the same time, help our customers save money and innovate at the same time. That makes us, I think, very attractive to our customers.
So when you hear your customers making choices about where they're going to cut, where they're going to spend, what are they saying to you?
They're going to spend on ways to innovate their business, get into mobility, get into the ability to get information to consumers and to customers faster. They're going to try and cut out of infrastructure that, frankly, is redundant. And for us,
what do you mean?
Overlapping infrastructure, old infrastructure. These customers have too many servers. They have too much storage that's got the same data. Literally, our customers have the same data on a large percentage of the storage they've got. Show me ways that I can consolidate that. Show me ways I can simplify that. Show me ways I can eliminate redundancy. That's what we try to do to make our customers more efficient.
Is moving stuff to the cloud an opportunity for a lot of those customers to consolidate that data and have it in one place?
I mean, a cloud is a choice on the way you get access to IP. I think it's a very attractive way to get access to IP, and you see Oracle now with many of its capabilities now available to our customers through the cloud, or with their ability to have it on site. And we think that's a huge advantage for our customers to be able to get their IP either in the cloud or to get it on site. We offer both.
What's your estimate of the balance of data that's kept locally or on servers and what data is kept in the cloud percentage-wise?
Well, the cloud is an embryonic piece of the
Right.
IT industry. The bulk of the assets in IT, 96, 97%, are physical assets, not virtual assets. So today, the movement, I actually believe all the stuff in IT is hard. Being able to align data with applications,
Right.
align those with processes. The cloud is an opportunity that will present itself to be a formidable one in the future. But today, most of those applications, most of those assets, physical and on-site.
Talk to me about Oracle's position in the software business. Oracle's gone through a ton of acquisitions in the last 6 years since the PeopleSoft acquisition, well over 40, I think. Why do all that stuff? Is that also about sort of piling together best-of-breed projects and offering a one-stop solution?
You got it. We're trying to pile together both through R&D. We spent $4.3 billion in R&D last year. We'll do similar, if not more, this year. We've bought more like 70 companies over the last several years. Integrating those together provides the portfolio we've got today, which is the best, most robust portfolio in the IT industry, bar none.
Well, but it seems to me that's a very different task. R&D, making great stuff.
Yes.
Buying companies and integrating them into Oracle's very unique culture seems like it's a great challenge. What's the secret to that at Oracle?
Well, first of all, I think great companies can do two things at the same time. So I think having great R&D and acquiring is an achievable outcome, and I think you've seen us do that. Almost everything you're seeing at this show, which this show is more robust than last year's show, and Cory, I would have told you, I don't know if that's possible. That much technology has been released here over the last 24 hours.
But to the acquisition point, it seems to me folding in new companies with their own cultures is very difficult. PeopleSoft, I wondered what was going to go on with that. It was a company with a very different culture than Oracle's, but the sales have been really strong for 5 years plus.
But you have to have a standard process with acquisitions. We bring everybody in and say, there's a certain way we do things, and that's got strengths and it's got issues. But it's a standard way we do things. We integrate companies quickly, fast, bring them into the culture, bring them into the business as fast as we can, and get things moving a standard way. And it's been a very, very effective process for all.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty of that a little bit. Talk about how rewards work, whether it's stock options, payouts. Is your philosophy to pay out over the long term to get people to put a carrot right in front of their face?
We pay for performance. We align incentives to the performance of our shareholders. So most of our remuneration is given in stock options, and if we perform well, we do well, as our shareholders do. If we don't, we don't.
How far out, what do you think is the ideal for that?
We vest our options over a period of years, so it's a combination of short-term and long-term rewards. It also includes some longevity in the company and continuity in the company, so we think it's a fair and balanced system.
And when the markets do things like the markets will do, like in 2008, do you feel like repricing is a good thing to do for people to keep that incentive real?
We don't reprice. And so, again, in the end, we go with our shareholders. Our shareholders have got the chance to, can we call timeout and reprice? So we generally roll with the markets.
But you can double down or issue more, try to take advantage of those things.
Of course you can, and that provides an opportunity. And again, over time, the markets work themselves out, and the rewards work themselves out with that.
Talk to me about identifying acquisitions and how that works. Do you guys have sort of a constant war room when you're always shopping or knowing who's out there?
And when anybody ever says, if you looked at this acquisition and somebody says no, the answer is probably, we try to look at everything. And we try to look at three basic things. Does a company make strategic sense for us? Does it a company we can run and operate, integrate the way we described? And can we, in the end, make it financially work? And if those three fundamentals are there, they're an attractive target for us.
So do you keep a shopping list ready in case the prices align?
It's not just a shopping list, Cory. We try to take a broad view, strategic view of the enterprise and look at it multiple years out. Try to understand the balance between what we can do in R&D and what we could do from an acquisition perspective. So we try to make a more strategic view as opposed to a quote-unquote shopping list.
So let's talk strategy right now. I mean, it seems that one of the themes we're seeing in software obviously is a cloud and a move to the cloud. As you mentioned, it's a tiny percentage of the way data is stored right now, but it's the fastest growing segment. Do you guys look to do acquisitions in that area? Do you look to build into that area and have everybody come to you?
I won't go too deep on purpose. But again, what we do is look through each layer of that stack. We look at where we can develop organically and where we think acquisitions make sense. I would add, Cory, right now, we feel great about our portfolio. We feel great about the position we're in today, and we're very focused this second on organic growth. Last quarter, we had 17% new license growth. Virtually all of that, Cory, organic. There was no significant or material acquisition or performance.
So when you joined this company, it was a company with a fairly deep bench, people who'd run really big businesses within this company. How do you walk into this and try to do a good job, to have a strong leadership position without stepping on toes?
Well, listen, I mean, I joined this company for just that reason. I joined the company because I thought it was in a position to make a huge difference in enterprise computing, had a unique position in the industry and a chance to do something that could be fantastic. And I thought it was a great opportunity to be part of it. I do whatever I can to help extend and position the company to take advantage of that, and that's what I work on.
Do you feel like you brought customers in that Oracle didn't have, or relationships that weren't there?
I won't be that bold. Obviously, I've been around a long time. The good news is I've been around a long time. Bad news, been around a long time. I know a lot of customers, and this is a fantastic portfolio to be able to bring to customers. And yeah, I spent the last year focused on getting to know our customers and getting to know them better, getting to know our people, and trying to contribute best I can to the product direction. And those are the three things I spent the last year doing. It's been a fun time.
Now, I've got to ask you about your former Hewlett-Packard, the drama there in the last couple of months with, a software CEO coming in, buying autonomy, leaving in a quick sound and fury. Is there something indicative about Hewlett-Packard that has so much chaos waiting to descend in it?
Listen, Cory, we had a great run at HP. The team at HP did a great job when I was there. It was 6 years of great performance. I wish Meg all the best at HP.
Do you feel like the hardware business lessons that you had there at HP help? I mean, it's hard for me to imagine you at Oracle without Sun. It seems like that adds something extra in your.
I came to Oracle because of the portfolio, not because of one piece of the portfolio. I think the magic in IT is the leverage of all those piece parts together. That's what makes Oracle different. All the piece parts in and of themselves are great. The combination of them is sort of off the charts. And that's why I came. It wasn't for this aspect or that aspect. It was for the whole portfolio.
And really quickly, do you think we're going to see a lot more acquisitions from you guys in the course of the next 6 months?
I'll never predict acquisitions. I can tell you we're going to stay on the strategy I've described, and we'll continue to be disciplined in the way that I've described with our process.
All right, well, Mark, I really appreciate your coming to talk to us at Bloomberg West. It's an interesting time for Oracle. I think the company being so different from what it used to be not too long ago. We'll see how you guys do going forward with all the new competitive challenges.
Appreciate it.
All right, Mark Hurd, co-president of Oracle.